This one here is called Let My People Go, the 10 Plagues, ladies and gentlemen. This is a children's book. Yes, a children's book, ladies and gentlemen. Children's book. You see the gloss printed paper? Ladies and gents, what I'll do is I'll share a little snippet with you, and you'll see what you're getting yourself into when you get this, ladies and gents. As you definitely see, I have images that are more historically correct. This here is going to be going over the 10 plagues that happened in Egypt and what led up to it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'll go ahead and read a little bit for you. Dedications, as you see here, ladies and gents. You see that gloss paper? Ooh, that premium paper? I put the importance, all right? The importance. Picture books matter. Someone say that with me. Picture books matter. Picture books matter. They help re-educate and reshape the minds of our children while they are still young. While their hearts and minds are still soft like clay. That means you can still mold the children. Children always remember what they see, what they hear, and what you say. This awareness begins in the womb and carries on through early childhood. That's why how you read these books matter. Ladies and gentlemen, how you read it to them really matters. The way you speak to them will shape what they hear. The love and lessons you give while reading will be what they remember. And the pictures, those are the most powerful of all. That's what they'll see. And that's what will stay with them for life. You love your children, you want to educate them, this is the start, ladies and gentlemen. This is the start. Imagery is powerful. It forms the foundation of their understanding. As you read this with your child, point out the background, the faces, the clothing, because they're going to have different clothes. Every detail. Let the images speak just as loudly as the words. This version of the Exodus story has been gently simplified to help children begin understanding the journey of our ancestors. But this is only the beginning. It starts at home with you. Together, we can reshape how our children see themselves and their history. Together, we can give them images that reflect the truth of who they are and where they come from. So it says, Abba, where are you taking me, Ben, and Bach today? Emma smiled. First, we're going to grab food, drinks. Then I'm taking you all to the park so we can read the Bible about the 10 plagues that God sent to Egypt. Because Pharaoh didn't want to let his people go. So you see here, they're on their way to the park. That's where they're headed, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it says, whenever Abba reads us the Bible, it always feels like we're really there. We have dreams and can see these stories. Sometimes we even become the people in the story. Other times, we see them right in front of us. So think of like the movie The Rugrats. The TV show The Rugrats, even the movie. You know how when they do like kid stories and things like that, and the children are like in a dream world, and they either A, become the characters, or B, they're in the story, or like if they're being told a story, it's like they're really there. Children use their imaginations, and that's what is happening here. They're going to go on a journey. They're going to go on a journey. It's going to be exactly like that, ladies and gentlemen. This is them at the park. See it right there? All right. Now you see right here the black Egyptians in the background. That's your job to point that out to them, because it's going to be important later when learning what color the children of Israel was. If you purchased this book already, then you already know why. Because I have a section in the book. Now, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, those who get this book and the children's book, guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be learning together. This is from Egypt to Egypt book. It says, what color were the children of Ham and Israel? And the reason why Ham where you'll learn those are the descendants of the black Egyptians, ladies and gentlemen. So it says, it all started in ancient Egypt. Pharaoh didn't like Joseph or the Israelites. The Israelites were also called Hebrews or the children of Israel. So you see how they're really at the park, but when Abba's telling the story, it's like that they're really there in the story, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be very important, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now I'm going to skip. All the water in Egypt turned red, even the Nile River. The fish died. The water smelled bad. People couldn't drink it. So as you see there, ladies and gentlemen, you see the river turning red. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, they are at the park right now. But when Abba reads the story, it's like they're there, ladies and gentlemen. It's like they're there. Even at the end, you see the website. All right. And then, of course, the new book that will be coming. Next episode, Let My People Go. 10 Commandments. Visit MyTrueHeritage.com, ladies and gentlemen. All right. This is a children's book. It is very well put together. The pages are not cheap pages, just like this one. They're both premium paper gloss books, ladies and gentlemen. And that is a preview of what you can get at MyTrueHeritage.com. Remember, picture books matter, ladies and gentlemen. And it starts now with your children. Do not wait. Get on this now, ladies and gentlemen. MyTrueHeritage.com. Remember, if you get any of these books, it'll take about a 2-week turnaround time, ladies and gentlemen. That being said, shalom.